Erin Patterson, the woman convicted of those notorious mushroom lunch murders that gripped Australia and also international media for months, will return to the Supreme Court of Victoria this Thursday as her legal team prepares to challenge her conviction and sentence. Is now seeking an extension of time to lodge her appeal. The Age newspaper is reporting that by law, convicted offenders have 28 days to lodge an appeal. For Erin, that window closes at midnight on October 6th, but in a significant development, her new defence barrister is expected to take advantage of a procedural change which was introduced last month. The new rule, announced on September 17, allows those requesting an extension to file an appeal to be automatically granted an additional 28 days, effectively doubling the appeal period to 56 days. And unlike in the past, applicants do not need to justify the delay. Now, apparently this change came about after concerns were raised within the legal fraternity about the difficulty of assembling comprehensive documentation within the original 28-day time frame. Meanwhile, prosecutors have until the same deadline to decide whether they will appeal her sentence and push for a harsher punishment. Now, Patterson's legal defence has been reshuffled once again. Colin Mandy, who represented her at trial, will no longer won't be representing her in court tomorrow, and she's now enlisted a third barrister to lead her appeal. It's also expected that her team will apply for legal aid funding to cover the costs, given that there's a restraining order that remains over her $1.2 million Leon Gather home. Last month, the Supreme Court jury found Patterson guilty of serving beef Wellington laced with death cap mushrooms to 4 guests at her home in July 2024. Erin's estranged husband, Simon, had also been invited to the lunch but cancelled at the last minute. Justice Christopher Beale sentenced her to life in prison, declaring her offending fell into the worst category of crimes. He noted the senseless nature of the killings and described her actions as deserving of the maximum penalty. Patterson's sentence makes her one of the longest serving female prisoners in Victoria's history. She'll be 82 years old before being eligible for parole in 2056. Erin marked her 51st birthday in custody this week, her second since her arrest. Meanwhile, the Office of Public Prosecutions has yet to decide whether to appeal her sentence. Anyway, it looks like Erin Patterson's going to give us another chapter in what has been a very long but gripping saga.